What's up, everybody, and welcome to Bios3 RAW TV. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about T3 Cytomel, T3 thyroid Cytomel, which is the drug version of T3 that you can get readily available in Mexico and stuff. And I think Ice Cream Fitness had mentioned this because someone had mentioned that Ice Cream Fitness had offered up information about it being like the best fat burner out there and stuff like that. So we're going to talk a little bit about what Cytomel or T3 does. Now, for some reason, and I don't know why, but all of you out there are looking at this as a very non-harmful, just another fat burner type product. That's not what this thing is. And I'm not speaking from something I heard from a book. I'm not speaking from something someone told me. I'm speaking from what I have seen and what I've taken it. Okay? First of all, let's start with why you guys want to take it. You want to take it to burn fat, to lose weight. Okay? Now, first of all, you should be able to burn fat and lose weight without it. Okay? T3 is not something that, I mean, if you're a competitive upper echelon of some kind of sport, then I could see taking it. But if you're going to the gym to try to look good for the beach, there's no way in hell you should even be remotely thinking about taking T3. If you can't get your ass on a treadmill twice a day for 35 to 45 minutes, do your weight training and sticking to your diet, you shouldn't even be conceiving a thought about taking T3 or even wanting to take it. When I was down in the pharmacy in Mexico, the lady told me straight out, the pharmacist, she's like, do not buy this and take it. I mean, that's her place. She's like, don't take it. So many Americans come down here looking for this stuff, and it's bad. And I mean, she didn't have to tell me that. I already know what it is. I mean, it's not like I haven't seen T3. And I've seen what it can do. Can it burn fat? Sure, it can burn fat. Does it burn fat any better than a treadmill? No, it doesn't. Does it burn muscle? Hell yeah, it burns muscle a lot better than a treadmill. And you lose a combination of muscle and fat when you take this, unless you're stacking it with steroids. So now here you already have another dilemma. I have to take steroids in order to take T3. Okay, that's the way it works. You take T3 by itself, unless you have a T3 deficiency, you are going to burn just as much muscle as you burn body fat. So you're going to look even worse. What's going to happen is you're going to be a smaller body weight and just as fat looking. Your body fat percentage is not really going to change because your body weight is going to change, but you're going to lose equal amounts of muscle and fat. So now you're a smaller, just as fat person. Doesn't make any sense. The way that bodybuilders use it is they stack it. They stack it with clenbuterol. They stack it with steroids. They stack it with human growth hormone. They stack it with insulin. They stack it with all that shit, and that's why they don't burn the muscle. Okay, so for the average person, you take this, it's going to screw you up. Now the dilemma we also have is when you come off this stuff, because you can't stand it forever because, you know, let's face facts, your supply is going to run out, and if you can't get it anymore, you're fucked at that point. So now you have at least a 2 or 3 week lag time, depending on the person, that you just don't need that many calories. Like, you need half the calories you normally do because your thyroid, this drug will absolutely suppress your thyroid naturally. Just like if you took testosterone. If you take testosterone, your testicles stop making testosterone while you're putting the outside source of testosterone in. So if you're taking T3, your body's going to shut down production of T3 because it just doesn't need it. It doesn't increase it or keep it the same. Your body goes, hey, I don't need this, and starts to shut it down. Now what happens is you stop taking it, whether you're taking testosterone or any of these other things, your body goes, okay, I don't have it anymore, but it may be coming in. And now, this is not scientific. This is bro science. This is my body talking to me. This is my thyroid gland talking to me, to the rest of my body. It goes, there's nothing else coming in, but what if it does? Okay, let's sit back a little bit and wait. Is it coming back yet? No. How about now? No. Okay, let's start making a little thyroid. A little bit thyroid, a little bit thyroid. Is it coming back? No. Okay, let's make a little more, a little bit. Now this takes like 3 weeks to happen. Now if you're eating 2,400 calories and you're dieting on that, chances are that you're going to need about 1,200 calories. Honestly, you're going to have to cut your calories in half or you're going to get fat. Now, usually the people that are using T3 are the ones that are too lazy to diet in the first place. So they're not going to cut from 2,400 down to 1,200. So now what happens is you have an excess of 1,200 calories. No matter what you do exercise-wise, it is not going to make any friggin' difference because your T3 is not being produced anymore. So now what happens is you get fatter and you do more work and you get fatter. By the time your thyroid catches up, you have a whole different body composition you started with in the first place. So you had maybe 5 weeks of looking the way you wanted to. And the rest of the time it's fucked up. There used to be a product on the market that was called Triacana. And this was legal in like 98, 99, 97, somewhere around there. And it was essentially a thyroid product. And people were taking this stuff and they were losing weight. I mean, they were absolutely losing weight. You take 3 capsules a day. My buddy Joe, who owned his nutrition store, was taking 2, 4, 6 of them a day. And I watched him like shrink up. Not get leaner, shrink up. He was losing muscle and fat at the same time and getting smaller but didn't look any better. I mean, you could see the stuff chew away the muscle on his frame. And then eventually the FDA caught on and they banned the substance because now it is a thyroid that was inside Trayacana. And it's not good to take because it suppresses your thyroid. So why you guys are, I'm getting questions about this stuff and wanting videos about how to use it or what I think about it, I think you should stay the hell away from it. I have used it before. It is not this miracle fat burner that you think it is. I can guarantee you the treadmill will do 10 million times more than a tablet of T3 for you. Unless you have a deficient thyroid that is not making enough T3 for whatever reason, whether it's T4 not being converted, whether your body's just not making it anymore, whatever. That's the only reason I could say if you weren't doing a high-level competition and didn't care, because let's face facts, competing is not healthy. You're not trying to be healthy when you compete. You have a goal, you have to win, you go after it, and you pretty much, if you're thinking about T3, then you've already made the decision to probably go on steroids, growth hormone, all the other shit, clenbuterol. So you're not really caring about your health at that point anyways. You're caring about winning, okay? So that's my take on it. My advice to you guys is again, stay away from it. Do not play with T3. Don't play with Synthroid. All these other products that are vitamin-based to, support T3, support thyroid and stuff like that, never seen that do anything either. So just be aware that there's bullshit products out there all over the place. But if you mess with the T3, it's fire. You will get burned. There is absolute no doubt about it. And I'm speaking to you from experience. I have taken it. I have gotten fatter. And it didn't do as much as I wanted it to do. I still had to go on the treadmill, and I still had to do my diet. I still had to do all that shit. And I still had to take my steroids, and I still had to do everything I needed to do. But all it did was give me like that 2% extra of fat loss that I wanted. Is it really worth 2%? Do an extra 10 minutes on the treadmill. It's behind me. Hop on the treadmill and bust your ass for an extra 10 minutes, and that'll work better for you, and you'll be able to maintain that and you're not going to have to stop doing the treadmill. You can maintain that for the rest of your life if you want to have that look. Bios3Training@gmail.com. Comments in the section down below. www.bios3training.com is the blog, and we are out.